Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the West Ham world. It's Luca. This is not going to be the longest reaction in the world. There's some great boxing on tonight that will take my mind off of West Ham and just we're getting worse. We're getting worse. I had no enthusiasm for the game at all anyway. That's why I didn't make a preview this week. I just, it's end of the season vibe. And there's nothing to play for. We're not playing well. And it's just my enthusiasm at the moment for West Ham is just non-existent, just non-existent. Like I'm never like that. I'm usually always, I'll have the game on, or I'll at least, have the game on my phone if I'm doing something else. It was very much, it was on my phone, and I'm half watching it, half not watching it because I'm watching Ronnie O'Sullivan as well. I'm a big snooker fan. Then I see the lineups at when they came out. I see Soucek and Ward-Prowse in midfield. I see 5 at the back, and it was just like, I'm not invested in this game at all. I'm not. So, like I say, I can't fully, totally go into the game. My eyes were sort of like that. Every now and then I'd have a little look, and I was listening to it. Brighton haven't won in 5 games. I'm not saying West Ham are good. We're not good. I don't expect West Ham to win or even draw at the minute. But this is a team that hasn't won in 5 games, and we set up like that. When we can't go down, and we can't really go up anywhere. We haven't got Europe to play for. Can't go down, but you're setting up negatively. I don't get it. I genuinely don't get it. Fulcro dropped as well. I don't like that Bowen and Kudus in the roles that they're playing. They're wasted there. First half, we're poor. Really, really poor. What do we hit the bar? Did we? Obviously, we went 1-0 down. Good goal in terms of for them, but for us, it was awful. Areola, not much he could do. The other players around him didn't do anything. They didn't help the situation. He's so poor. He's so poor. He's so poor. Second half, a little bit better. Just a little bit. Kudus obviously scored to make it 1-1. And sort of lifted us a little bit. And then we went back into our shell a bit. We went back to our shell as if we were sort of like waiting for them to score, which is annoying. But somehow we did go 2-1 up. Soucek, really good goal, good cross from Bowen. And I thought, maybe, this could be the start of a little push and a good end to the season. No, this is West Ham. This is Graham Potter's West Ham. This is still shades of Lopetegui's West Ham, shades of David Moyes' West Ham. A team that is just shocking, Listen, both have to take the blame. Potter takes the blame for the setup. Potter takes the blame for not playing full crowd from the start and slow midfield and a defence that hasn't got a Scooby. But the players just, they're not good enough. They're not working hard enough. It's dire. It's absolutely dire. They pulled it back to 2-2. At that point, I just thought it's going to happen again, isn't it? It's happening again, as we used to sing, to opposition teams. At 2-2, they looked like the only team that was going to score, and they did. Good goal to be fair, the last goal. But again, Kilman at fault for one of the goals. I'm so done. I'm so done. Enthusiasm. Like I said, I don't swear on this channel because where I work in a school, I've got to set an example, but I wish I could. I'd love to go on a full-on rant about West Ham at the minute and what's wrong with it. It's just not nice being a West Ham fan at the minute. We're not a good team. We're terrible. And we're getting worse. And I think we're going to get even worse again next season. I really do. I don't trust Potter. I don't trust Sullivan. I don't know how many players we're going to sell. I think we're going to struggle to get players in and to invest into, emotionally invest themselves in the project at West Ham, because I don't see a project. I don't see any long-term strategy. I don't see what sort of style of play Potter's looking to play. He's not trying to implement it. Even with, we can sit and argue and say he's not got the players. He's, he needs to transfer window, blah, 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 blah. Okay, but try and do something. Try and do something now. We're safe. We're safe. Like, a miracle would have to happen for West Ham to have gone down. Any manager would have got. I'd like to think that any manager, a decent level manager, could have gone in now at the point that Potter went in now and get 3-4 wins to keep West Ham in the league. That's the bare minimum that a manager should have got. We've got on paper a very good squad of players. It's his duty, it's his responsibility to get a tune out of these players. If he's not getting a tune out of them now, what's to say that he gets these players in and then in 6 months' time that tune again, that he loses that authority? He's not getting the players up for it. He's not playing the right formation. He's not playing the right players. He's isolated Alvarez. He's isolated Fulkrug and only using them, when he's desperate. Worried. Very, very, very worried West Ham fan. Christine says, Potter is a joke. I agree with you, mate. Totally agree with you. Get your comments in, guys. I'll read a few out. Got a little bit of time before I go around my sisters to watch the boxing tonight. I'm hoping that it's not one of those typical really bad days in sport, where everything goes against you. Like for me today, it would be Ronnie O'Sullivan losing, West Ham losing, and Conor Benn losing. I think it could be that though, sadly. And I like Conor Benn. I love Nigel. Nigel's a big West Ham fan. Conor Benn is a big West Ham fan. So I'm hoping Conor can do the job and brighten my mood, because with West Ham at the minute, it's horrendous. Like I say, I've got so much respect for the other YouTubers out there, Clarendon Booze, West Ham Fan TV and Hammers Chat and that they do it and they're so consistent with their content. Even during the really hard times and when you really don't want to make a video, they're there, putting their videos out and, for us to watch. It's hard, man. It's hard. It's hard to talk about West Ham at the minute. What positives do you take today? We scored 2 goals. Scored 2 goals? Is that a positive you could say? Negatives, conceded 3 goals. Let a 2-1 lead go. Started 5 at the back against a team that haven't won in 5. Lost to a team that haven't won in 5. I don't think Potter's going to win another game this season. I really don't. I really, really don't. I don't think we win next week to Tottenham unless Ange does a massive rotation of his squad for the Europa League. Obviously, that's their main priority now. Again, same Manchester United. It will be that there's a squad rotation. Can't see that. Again, I can't see us beating Man United. And then, is it Ipswich left after that? It might be one more that I'm forgetting. But Ipswich after that, I can see Ipswich beating us. Like just as like a little swan song of them leaving the league, being relegated, last game of the season. Little swan song for their fans that they beat us. I genuinely can't see us winning another game this season. Let me know if you think anything different, guys, if you're watching live or you're watching this back as a replay. What's Ralphie say? We are royally screwed. Crap substitutions again. Majority want him gone. Christine, thanks for that. Yeah, Forest. We ain't beating Forest. We're not beating Forest either. So there ain't going to be a win coming. And then what would that be then? 3 wins in... What would Potter have got in the end? About 22 games, would it have been? That's horrendous form. If that's beginning of the season form, West Ham would have gone on and gone relegated. I genuinely fear it. I think we could get relegated next season. Let's see what the summer brings. If I see 2 amazing athletic midfielders with pace, power, ability to drive box to box, and a fantastic striker comes in, and then maybe another centre half, who knows, I might be sitting here saying something different. Something might all click for West Ham. I would love nothing more. I always say it, I don't ever want a manager to fail at West Ham. Even under Moyes in the end and Lopetegui in the end, I would have loved nothing more for them to prove me wrong and go on a massive winning run, West Ham win the league, But you have to go game by game, and you have to, have a reflection. And at the moment, Graham Potter and the players are not good enough. They're not. Brian P says 13 points in 14 games currently. Ridiculous. I think we're seriously in trouble next season. Nothing Potter has done this season makes me think he has what it takes for next season. He'll be getting Salthouse and Silkman players. Players not what he wants. Yep, I agree, mate. Players' mentality is crap. The players should be ashamed of themselves. Yeah, that's it, mate. Said it on JP's channel, if anyone's ever watched him, JP, WHUTV. I said to him, there needs to be a real self-reflection at the club and where we're going, and getting players in that know and respect the shirt. Whatever we love Pallard, Canio as a fan base. He got it. At the time at West Ham, was he too good for West Ham? Maybe you could argue, but he got it. He fell in love. What players out there at the minute can you say get and understand what it means to be a West Ham player at the minute and what our fans love? I see videos of Paquetá, driving out the training ground, people waiting for his autograph. And that, don't get me wrong, it might just been a one-off. But this one video I see in the week, he just goes like that. Okay, mate. Thanks for that. Do you know what I mean? Like, it annoys me. It annoys me. Crap starting 11, crap subs, over and over again. Yeah, mate, I agree. I totally agree. I'm going to go for a tiny bit longer because I know I've got to go at the minute. David Sullivan destroying our club. Look at Birmingham City. Agree, mate, agree. And Birmingham fans hate him, don't they? They absolutely hate him. So we lose the next 4. That's 3 wins in 18. Okay, yeah, so it's got to be 18 games. Half a season he would have had with West Ham. Whether you say he had his players or not, which is a valid argument in there. There is some validity in that. A good manager, or a decent level manager can get something out of players, can get a team plan. I don't like praising him, but David Moyes has got that out of Everton. He's gone in there, sorted it out. The Wolves guy, he's gone in, sorted it out. Already sort of have a philosophy and a style, an idea of how they're going to play. Graham Potter's nothing, absolutely nothing. Right, last few comments, guys, then I'm going to go. He got lucky. Sorry, Christine, that was a good comment. I don't know why you deleted that. That was a good comment. Very Ranted said, we're a joke. Sully in charge of transfers. Potter trying to get a tune out of his players. Nothing going for us. Yeah, mate. Well, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you so much if you have joined us. There are 26 here. If you just hit the like button, it really does help us out. Small channel, still growing. Brian P says, I have no faith in Potter. Yeah, so hit the like button before you go. Until next time, guys, come on your irons. Keep believing. Listen, the season's nearly over, thank God. Because it's a pain. It's a drain. And I can't wait to watch Nick on Claret and Booze have his rant. Because, if one thing, watching him makes me, have a little bit of heart that we're all feeling the same, If there's one thing we've got as West Ham fans we can take, we're all feeling this pain at the minute. We're all together. Let's go.